God says, I have decided to separate you from this family member because they are bent on destroying you. This is a divine intervention happening now in your life. God has been watching this person's actions toward you. He sees what happens behind closed doors when no one else is looking. The proof of their destructive intentions has been collected. God has documented every harmful word, every sabotaging action, and every poisonous thought directed at you. This message comes directly from the highest power because your protection is important. God will not allow this person to continue harming his chosen one. The decision has already been made in the spiritual realm. This separation is not a suggestion, it is a divine decree. God speaks to you directly because he has watched your suffering. He has seen your tears and heard your silent prayers when this family member has hurt you. Have you been feeling uneasy around this person? Perhaps you've noticed their smile doesn't reach their eyes when they look at you. Maybe you feel drained after spending time with them. These feelings are not your imagination. They are God's warning system installed in your spirit to protect you from harm. Your intuition that something is wrong has been correct all along. The discomfort you feel is divine wisdom trying to guide you away from danger. God has been sending you signals about this person for months. The strange dreams, the sudden thoughts to keep your distance, the unexplained anxiety when they call, these are all God's protection system working in your life. The danger of keeping this family member in your life cannot be overstated. God sees what you cannot see. Their plans will bring destruction if this connection continues. Time is running out to recognize this truth. Each day you remain connected to this person, more of your blessings are stolen. Your divine purpose is being blocked by their presence. God has stepped in now because the threat has reached a critical level. This person's intentions toward you have darkened beyond what you can handle alone. Strange events have been happening around you. Opportunities disappearing, unexplained health issues, financial struggles. These are not random problems. They're the direct result of this family member's negative influence in your life. This person wears a mask of love while planning your downfall. God sees behind this mask and is removing them to protect the future. He has planned for you. Like this video right now to acknowledge you've received God's divine warning about this family member. God has collected the first set of proof about this family member's true intentions toward you. Their pattern of behavior reveals the darkness in their heart. Remember the times they discouraged you from pursuing your dreams, when they called your goals unrealistic or too ambitious? Those weren't protective warnings. They were strategic attempts to limit your growth. Notice how they seem happy when you struggle, but become distant when you succeed. God has watched them celebrate your failures privately, while pretending to support you publicly. Their words say, "First to imintane, I love you," but their actions work against your progress. They offer help that creates more problems. They give advice that leads to dead ends. These are not mistakes. They are calculated moves. God has witnessed how this person speaks about you when you're not present, the lies they spread, the way they plant seeds of doubt about your character in others' minds. Their mouth speaks poison against you in secret places. Your sudden feelings of self-doubt began after spending time with them. The confidence God built in you becomes damaged after their concerned conversations. This is spiritual sabotage that God will no longer allow. You were chosen for special blessings that threaten this person's ego. Your divine purpose makes them uncomfortable because they fear your light outshining theirs. Their insecurity has turned to spiritual hostility against you. God protected this information until you were strong enough to receive it. Now He reveals it because your future depends on this separation. Type "reveal" in the comments to tell God you ready to see more truth about this person. God now reveals the hidden actions this family member has taken against you that you never knew about. Have you noticed how opportunities seem to disappear whenever you share your plans with this person? Job interviews that suddenly cancel, relationships that mysteriously end, business deals that fall through without explanation. God has seen them working behind the scenes to block your blessings. Phone calls made to interfere. Rumors spread to damage your reputation. Words spoken to turn others against you. Nothing has been hidden from God's sight. The heaviness you feel after spending time with them is not normal family tension. It's a spiritual attack. Your energy being drained to fuel their control over you. God sees how they feed off your life force. Remember the dreams where you see this person standing over you with dark intent. These aren't just nightmares. They are divine warnings about their spiritual activities against you. God has watched them perform rituals with your name, using personal items they've taken from your home, speaking curses over your future while pretending to pray for your success. The sudden illnesses that come after family gatherings, the unexpected financial problems after sharing good news with them, the conflicts that arise in your other relationships after they've given advice. These are all connected. God is breaking this cycle of harm now. His decision to separate you is an act of divine rescue. He will no longer allow their jealousy to manifest as spiritual warfare against his chosen one. If you want to strengthen God's protective shield around you, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Each offering creates a stronger barrier against this family member. It's negative energy. Different amounts provide different levels of spiritual clearing. $5 for basic protection, $10 for family karma clearing, and $20 for complete ancestral bond breaking. Type 777 in the comments now to unlock God's complete message about your family situation and divine future. God now reveals the spiritual truth about your family dynamics that has been hidden from you. This separation is part of God's greater plan for your elevation. Every major blessing in your future requires this family connection to be broken first. Their energy is incompatible with the divine purpose written over your life. Look at how your projects and plans gain momentum when this person is not involved. Notice how your health improves during periods of separation. These are not coincidences, for they are glimpses of your true path. God has tried to bless you repeatedly, but these blessings have been intercepted. The family member redirects what was meant for you into their own life. They position themselves as a gatekeeper to your good fortune. The delay in your breakthrough is directly connected to this relationship. God has been waiting for this moment of revelation before releasing your next level of abundance. Your obedience to this separation is the final test. Your current difficulties are not punishment, they are preparation. God allowed certain challenges to strengthen you for this moment of truth. You needed to develop discernment to recognize deception wrapped in family loyalty. The timeline for your transformation begins the moment you accept God. Pharaoh's decree of separation. Within 30 days, you will see evidence of chains breaking. Within 90 days, new doors will open that were previously invisible to you. God says, I cannot bring you into your promised land while you remain connected to those designated for your wilderness. Type 333 in the comments right now to receive God's divine clarity about this family separation message. God now presents the final conclusive evidence that confirms why this family separation must happen immediately. This family member knows about your spiritual gifts and divine calling. They recognized your special connection to God before you did. Their actions against you began the moment your spiritual awakening started. God protected this information until now because you needed to grow strong enough to stand alone. The attachment to family approval has been a chain keeping you from your true spiritual height. When you pray, this person's face often appears in your mind unexpectedly. This is not random. It's your spirit recognizing the source of blockage. Your prayers are being intercepted by their negative energy. God says to watch for these confirmation signs. This person will become unusually interested in your plans after viewing this message. They will suddenly offer help they previously withheld. Their behavior will intensify to keep their control intact. The separation process requires wisdom. Do not announce this divine decision to them. Simply begin creating distance while maintaining peace. Reduce information you share. Decline invitations that drain you. Set boundaries without explanation. You were chosen before birth for a special mission that requires spiritual freedom from toxic family ties. This person recognized your power and has worked to suppress it through false love and emotional manipulation. God says, I have assigned new spiritual guardians to replace what you are losing. What looks like loss is actually divine exchange. Better connections await you. If you desire complete spiritual cleansing from this family member's negative influence, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering removes different levels of spiritual obstruction. $5 clears current blocks, $10 removes generational patterns, and $20 activates complete divine restoration of all blessings that were stolen from you through this relationship. Type 999 in the comments now to officially accept God and my divine decision about this family separation. God now reveals what awaits you after this divine separation is completed. The promises reserved for your obedience are about to manifest. Within 21 days of separating, you will experience unexpected financial increase. Money that has been held back will suddenly be released to you. Opportunities that were blocked will reappear with even better terms. Your physical health will improve dramatically. The mysterious symptoms that doctors couldn't diagnose will disappear. Your energy levels will rise as your life force is no longer being drained by this negative connection. Relationships with people who truly support your growth will strengthen. New mentors and helpers will enter your life who recognize and nurture your gifts without jealousy or competition. Your spiritual abilities will sharpen significantly. Dreams will become clearer. Your intuition will strengthen. Divine guidance will come through stronger without the interference you've been experiencing. The mental fog and confusion you've struggled with will lift completely. Decisions will become easier. Your purpose will stand clearly before you without the doubt this person planted in your mind. God has preserved specific blessings that can only be accessed through this act of separation. Like Abraham leaving his father's household, your greatest inheritance requires leaving behind what is familiar but harmful. The timeline for total transformation is 90 days from separation. Mark this date on your calendar and watch for the evidence of divine intervention in every area of your life. God says, what I am about to do in your life will confirm that this separation was my perfect will for your destiny. Type I, accept in the comments right now to complete your agreement with God's divine separation decree. God's message has been delivered in full. The divine decision to separate you from this family member is now activated in the spiritual realm. You may feel a mixture of emotions, relief, sadness, confusion, and hope. These feelings acknowledge the significant spiritual transition taking place in your life. As you follow through with this separation, a weight you've carried for years will lift from your spirit. The invisible barriers to your progress will dissolve. This marks the beginning of a new chapter in your divine journey. God will place stronger, healthier connections in your life to replace what is being removed. His protection will surround you during this transition period. Every step of obedience brings greater spiritual covering. Type sealed in the comments to complete the divine protection process God has activated.